Da qualche anno la Ranieri International ha affiancato alla costruzione.
For some years now, Ranieri International has added the production of pneumatic boats to the construction of traditional ones. At the beginning of this industrial path, I believe that nobody could have foreseen that in such a short time, the dockyard would have succeeded in producing such a wide range and also becoming one of the main players in the business.
Oggi proveremo uno dei modelli più grandi, il CAYMAN.
Today we will try one of the larger models, the CAYMAN 35, in the executive Supersport version, powered by two 300 horsepower Suzuki outboards. The overall length is 11 meters, but for Italian legislation, it falls into the category of crafts, which means it is approved with a hull length less than 10 meters. It is very wide, 3.8 meters, and could fit 3 outboards. The maximum power is 900 horses. It has 2 cabins and 4 bed spaces. 1 berth is formed in the bow with a table inserted between the sofas. At the sides of the bed there are banks that serve as a container. The other berth has a less comfortable entrance and is suitable for 2 children. Even here you can find storage compartments. The fridge and a piece of furniture with cabinets were placed in the hallway. In the bathroom, you use the sink faucet as a shower. Its main quality is the spaciousness on the deck. The bow deck reaches the console, and so the mattress is very long. They have fractioned it into various pillows. This way it's easier to store them, and they have not spared handles around. The cockpit is gigantic. Lunch can be held at the stern, sitting around the table that rises from the dunnage with an electric control, and which halfway up serves to join the sofas and form the sun deck. Then there is a folding seat inserted into the kitchen cabinet. The roll bar is impressive but not exaggerated and supports the sun awnings. Alternatively, you can install a hardtop with an electric sunshade. The colour of the upholstery and the covering of some elements, such as the kitchen cabinet and the dashboard, are very elegant, as is the black colour of some elements of the deck. The bathroom dashboard is almost as comfortable as that of a hull with stern drive engines, because the platforms are long and the engine pool is covered with a floor that can be walked on.
La postazione di pilotaggio ha 3 posti. La carena ha 2 steps.
The pilot station has 3 seats, the hull has 2 steps, and the tubular 8 compartments. We have given the numbers, they are all important. Yes, because here you are really comfortable even in 3, and the credit goes to the beam. That is the width of this dinghy. The 2 steps are needed to make it run faster, and the 8 compartments are clearly for safety.
Sono una chiara sicurezza.
Today the waters of the Ionian Sea, here in front of Soverato, are perfectly calm. On this test model they have installed 2 300 horsepower Suzuki outboards, and the engines are in turn mounted on an aluminium bracket, meaning on a structure that is external to the transom. The engines are 4-litre V6s with double overhead camshaft and phase variator. This distribution system gives us a nice torque even at low speeds, which is an important quality when you have to push a vehicle of this size.
La potenza è così elevata che sono partito da 20 nodi, ma in realtà...
The power is so high that I started from 20 knots, but in reality, now I will decelerate, so we can see what the minimum glide pace is, only 10 knots. In acceleration, the propellers only blend for a couple of seconds, then it spreads, and here we are at 20 knots in a flash, and I didn't even accelerate forcefully.
In un attimo, e non ho accelerato prepotentemente. At 25 knots, you don't have to push the trim. I tried, but both speed and consumption worsen. By the way, 70 litres per hour total. The engine's at 4,250 revolutions per minute. In turn, I feel that it has a very deep hull. Look at how much the heeling angle is high. This is a quality that today we are not able to exploit. It would take a bit of waves to feel it pass well without impacts. But I can tell you that even when I exaggerate with the angle bar, propellers do not go into cavitation. And the turning radius is extraordinarily narrow. Don't you think you hear the engines roaring a little more? We're at 5,500 RPM. Now I will also give it a bit of trim. This way I will bring the propellers closer to the surface. Just a little though, about 20%. Otherwise I'm going to increase the regression. The speed is 39 knots. La velocità è di 39 nodi.
We are beyond the engine cruising speed. Realistically, this cruising pace is fabulous for the comfort for all people on board.
E ora giù la manetta e su il trim.
And now down the throttle and up the trim. The windshield is large and even has a side shelter, but at this speed it's not very effective. We're at 40 knots. I exaggerated with the trim. I will lower it a little, and in fact the setup changes again at full throttle, probably due to the Redan effect. And I even have to remove some of the trim to optimize the thrust of the propellers.
Probabilmente per effetto dei Redan, e devo addirittura togliere un po' di trim per ottimizzare la spinta delle eliche. L'ho portato al 15%.
A raise to 15% and we're at 42 knots. This is the maximum speed of the CAYMAN 35.
CAYMAN 35.0. Certo sarebbe un sogno avere un gommone così, non solo per le
It would
sue
certainly be a dream to have a dinghy like this one, not only for its thrilling performance, but because of its habitability above and below deck. This could be the perfect way to organize your family cruise, don't you think?
La propria crociera familiare. Non credete?